Because we have a real threat to our hemisphere sitting just off our coast, and Democrats are trying to sabotage our ability to deal with it. Maduro, the leader of the cartel, the leader and the guy who got crushed in last year's election, right? Remember when he lost to Maria Corina Machado? It didn't matter. She was the leading opposition candidate, so they shut it down. Who cares? He stayed in power. Now my father gave Maduro an ultimatum. Leave Venezuela now, or something else will happen. Maduro reportedly said he would leave, but only if he could still control the military while in exile. Which is not exactly how this is supposed to work, guys. And look, we've been told by the so-called elites for decades that we've got to support endless wars in the Middle East, and that it was, then it was Ukraine. But the second we start focusing on our own neighborhoods, Democrats start barking about illegal orders. I mean, I don't get it. And I get just as much. No one wants to be in another never-ending war, even in our own hemisphere. But stopping narco-terrorists? Stopping drug dealers? Stopping fentanyl? Something that'll save hundreds of thousands of Americans a year? Think about that. That has to stop now. And just to state the facts, the Trump administration has designated the Cartel de las Solas as a foreign terrorist organization. Okay, that's a clear and present danger to the United States. And based on the numbers, it's far more dangerous to Americans than anything else we've been fighting and funding for the last few decades. This cartel turned Venezuela's state oil company into a narcotics trafficking and money laundering operation. They used Venezuelan military jets to bring drugs from Colombia, process it in Venezuela, and move it into Central America, and then onto the United States and Europe. And what are Democrats doing? They're making videos telling our troops to disobey orders when it comes to going after the narco-terrorists. That's why this sedition scandal is so dangerous. It's not just politics. It's putting American lives at risk. The Venezuelan people already voted Maduro out in elections. They protested peacefully. They lobbied for international support. And Maduro stole the election anyway, and then brutally cracked down on his own people. So Democrats trying to undermine our military at this critical moment should be ashamed of themselves. And remember, we're seeing this sort of subversion from the left on issue after issue. They're not just undermining the military, they're undermining public safety in every major city.